Welcome to Decoding Celebrities. The testimonies and opinions expressed by guests on the show are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of myself or affiliates of this podcast. Everything in this podcast is alleged and not confirmation of validity of allegations.
Decoding Celebrities.
Welcome to Decoding Celebrities. It's Jessica Seitz here. In this introductory episode of Decoding Celebrities, I'm going to explain a little bit about what the podcast is about, and then we're going to splice in some serious content, and then we're just going to have fun. So Decoding Celebrities was an idea that I had, I don't know, about 5 months ago, maybe. Yeah, about 5 months ago, where I started noticing odd things that celebrities were doing, kind of like, I don't know. I'd pull up Instagram and, Justin Bieber didn't look like Justin Bieber anymore. And Britney was spinning and twirling in a way I'd never seen with gaps in her teeth. And I became very intrigued. Kanye was missing. And then he soldered his teeth together with silver things. And it was really disturbing. So I just started analyzing it. And then at one point I really because Britney, I grew up Britney, love Britney. I mean, who didn't? I mean, Britney Spears is fucking Britney Spears. So I really started deep diving into her Instagram, and I was like, something don't look right up in here, It just seemed strange, if you will. So I figured, I am a content creator. I've been a content creator for a long time, not on this Decoding Celebrities, but on other stuff. And I was like, why don't I try to make some videos about it? But I couldn't post it on my other platforms. So long story short, I started decoding Britney Spears. I was like, she seems like she talks in code. It just seemed a little off. Well, a lot off. So I figured, well, fuck it. I'll just put some videos out there and see what happens. And I don't know. I guess it kind of took off, and people started noticing more and more that Britney seemed not like Britney. So on today's podcast, I have Matthew Parker with me. Matthew is the writer and creator of the change.org petition, Justice for Britney. We're going to talk with Matthew in just a moment. Then we're going to do some actual decoding of celebrities, Britney Spears for today. But first, let's hear in Matthew's own words what the Justice for Britney petition is all about.
The biggest crime in Hollywood history is still happening right now. Most people have no idea that Britney Spears is still not free. The mainstream media, under the control of a corrupt web of power, has buried the truth. At the heart of this web, Lou M. Taylor, CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group. Lou used Britney's own money funneled through secretive cult-like churches to buy silence, control, and influence. She's been called many things, but one name stands out: Lucifer. And Lucifer she remains for a reason. Backstabbing Cade Hudson, alleged friend and manager, co-conspired with corrupt attorney Matthew Rosengart under Lou's watch to deceive the public. With help from Judge Brenda Penny, conservator Jody Pace Montgomery, her lawyer Lori Ann Wright, and even Britney's own family, moved her into a court-sealed care plan without her knowledge. Britney bravely spoke out, testifying in court, and I quote, "I have to be in agreement with this care plan. I can't be forced to do what I don't want to do." But behind her back, plans to put her into a court-sealed care plan were carried out, which basically is the conservatorship all over again under a different guise. But this time the public has no access to her court documents, which means we don't know what kind of abuse is going on behind closed doors. And we know it's going on because it happened to Britney when those documents were public. For 4 years, Britney has remained trapped in a secret legal structure. The images you see online, many are AI generated or manipulated. Harvey Levin, TMZ, and major media outlets have relentlessly pushed the lie that Britney Spears suffers from mental illness and substance abuse. But the truth is far darker. They've manipulated her image, drugged her into submission, and staged her public breakdowns to maintain control. Nothing has changed since the days of #FreeBritney. The conservatorship may have ended on paper, but the abuse has never stopped. Not only did Britney not write her book, The Woman in Me, it was ghost-written by an author named Sam Lansky, hired by Britney's team using stolen diary entries from her personal confessions. Britney doesn't even own her brand name, Britney Brands. So all of the money and revenue generated by her name, music, merchandise, and likeness lines the pockets of her team and her family while she remains a prisoner in a gilded cage. Just remember, folks, as the old saying goes, everything that glitters ain't gold. Just about everything you've seen on Britney's social media has been carefully staged. Some of it features body doubles, imposters paraded in her likeness, while the real Britney remains hidden. This is not a conspiracy theory, this is a dystopian nightmare unfolding in plain sight. Among those perpetuating this illusion is Britney's own brother, Brian Spears, who alongside Sam Asghari, hired by her team, has signed non-disclosure agreements to keep the truth buried. Both men are skilled with AI technology and green screens, which have been used to create a false reality for Britney. Sam, who claimed to love her, used that relationship to catapult himself into the Hollywood spotlight while lying to Britney and the world. He was never there to protect her, he was there to take from her. And then there's Amber Lynn Conklin, Brian Spears' on and off again Backpage's girlfriend, posing as Britney's nude body double, a woman who shows every inch of herself. Britney has always pushed the envelope, yes, but she's never lost her class. She's always maintained control over her image, her body, and her legacy. Amber Lynn Conklin's nothing more than a stripper who does the opposite, exposing herself in ways Britney would never. Britney would never degrade herself like that, never allow herself to be exploited in that way. But the deception goes deeper. Britney's own sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, was named the trustee of Britney's estate, the very person supposed to safeguard Britney's money and legacy. But instead, Jamie Lynn was caught trying to transfer money from Britney's estate into Lou Taylor's financial firm. A move that would have funneled even more of Britney's fortune into the hands of those who seek to control her. Jamie Lynn was caught red-handed and withdrew, but the damage was done. It's been reported that $600 million of Britney's money has been stolen or embezzled through these shady dealings. Lou Taylor and her associates, including the Kardashians, are deeply involved in this theft, lining their pockets with the riches that should have belonged to Britney, the woman who has given the world so much of herself. This isn't a financial crime, it's a systemic destruction of a human being's life and legacy. This is the greatest injustice in Hollywood history. They've stolen her voice, her autonomy, her light, and used her name, her fame, and her body for their own gain. We cannot let them rewrite her story with lies. The truth is not defamation when the evidence speaks louder than the silence of cowards. No lawsuit can bury what's real. They know what they've done, and so do we. We must wake up. We must act. This isn't just about Britney. It's about every person who's ever been silenced, erased, or exploited for profit. If it can happen to the Princess of Pop, it can happen to you. Sign the petition, link in the description, share it, speak it, stand up. We demand justice for Britney Spears. Justice for Britney.
Matthew, beautifully written, beautifully spoken. Welcome to Decoding Celebrities. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, what do I say? I live in New York City. I grew up as a singer, a child actor, actually. I was a child actor. My first paycheck, it's in my scrapbook, if that doesn't say how gay I am. Can you beep things out?
This podcast doesn't need beeping. It will be an explicit podcast. No, you can say whatever you want to say. You can say fuck.
I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. Singing and fucking. I said it.
Those are the two. That's all. What else you need in life?
I can't share this with my mother's friends on Facebook.
Oh my God. It's Cinco de Mayo. Cheers to you.
Na zdrowie, we say in Polish. And I grew up loving Britney Spears. That's why we're here today. So let's get right down to the meat and potatoes. I'll tell you when I knew it wasn't her. When the motherfucking knives. When she started, and then everyone was making fun of her. Like, I know that Britney wouldn't look at Dancing with Knives as an art. She would have done it by now, right? She's been in the game for how long? Also, as I said, I'm not a great dancer, but I'm actually good with when I'm trained. So if you show me the routine and I learn it and practice it, I'm good.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay, so with Britney. One thing because I had to take fucking ballet in college. I hated ballet. I was late. Emily Stein, she always made me sit out because I was always late to class because I didn't like it. But the point is that when you take a class like that, you, especially like with ballet or jazz, you have a point of focus when you're spinning.
Yes.
Not that I'm a professional.
I've heard that. I've heard that you're supposed to hold your head straight.
Yeah. And that point of focus, when you spin, you always go back to that point. And your eyes don't look down. Your eyes are always up because you've got your point of focus. Whatever dumb bitches Britney's body double doesn't A, know how to dance, and B, keeps looking down at her damn toes. Bitch, you don't know.
I think she borderline has like, I think she could win whoever it is, like the worst fucking dancer award.
She could win biggest skank award too, Amberlynn.
He said it. He just said it right there.
Did I say
Amberlynn Conklin? I mean Conklin?
Conklin?
Yeah. That's what I've named her. Amberlynn Conklin. Briefly, let's talk about the conservatorship for Britney ended. What we know ended. Once the conservatorship ended, Britney started saying she wanted to talk about it. She was going to do interviews. She wanted to let people know what went on, that she had been silenced for so long, right? And then what I think happened is that they were like, you ain't saying shit. No, you're not. And they came up with this care plan, this lovely crafted care plan. And Britney reluctantly was like, okay, but I'll have to agree to what the terms are. Like, do you remember hearing that, Matt, her say that?
Here's what I don't want to say I believe because I know what happened. I believe that the Free Britney movement was infiltrated from the beginning. When they saw that fans were figuring shit out, that fans were they saw that Britney was getting informed and that Britney was going to contest this conservatorship. So they said, what's a way we can keep her in this forever and fool the public? It was a publicity stunt. They used the Free Britney movement as a tool to place her into a court-sealed care plan. I mean, how clever, though? I mean, really. Because it's court-sealed, so the public has no access to the documents. Because we saw that she didn't have dementia, and they claimed she had dementia to put her in that conservatorship. So
what Britney had was nothing more than postpartum depression, in my opinion, and that was it. After having 2 babies back to back, and they either misdiagnosed her or they didn't want to diagnose her properly.
They never diagnosed her. That is all lies. She had postpartum, and they took full custody away. The judge, I want to put him on the petition because he's the reason she got put into the conservatorship. Can
we bring him on the podcast? Whoever you are, Judge, we'd like to talk to you.
Judge Asshole. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out your name, Judge Asshole, and then I'm gonna add asshole to your first and then your last name because he's the reason. He read a tabloid on Britney, and it was a fake tabloid. It was like about boozing and drugging and whatever. Remember that Britney wrote the Blackout album on a napkin. So at this time, she was allegedly on drugs and going crazy. She was,
and that album is amazing.
Doing a mini tour, choreographing the mini tour. I say these things to say that Britney Spears, this false narrative is a lie. This judge took full custody away from her, from both her boys. He took them away full custody off of reading a tabloid. I don't know what grounds he had to do that, why he was allowed to do something like that. But he did that, and that would drive any mother crazy.
You know what I wanted to tell you, since this is decoding. So day before yesterday, she said she was headed to New York City tomorrow, which is today. Do you remember reading that caption? Wait a minute, and guess what trial is starting today? The Diddy trial. So I'm just saying that either was in my opinion, a signal that like, hey, there's some shady shit with this Diddy thing, or she's saying, I am somewhat a part of this. I don't know. I have a feeling. Do you think she has any involvement in it? She
was allegedly in New York before she was not in New York City. That was AI bullshit.
That's true. Usually where she says she's going is completely opposite from where she's going. So, all right. So since this is Decoding Celebrities, this is just our intro podcast. I have an interview coming out this Wednesday. Britney's former aide and friend on. I interviewed Sean Phillips, And he was able to speak completely unfiltered.
So you got some good. I think you got
There's a lot of good tea, a lot of good information coming out. I think it really will open your eyes to what went on and led up to Britney basically being complicit and accepting this conservatorship, because the things that he describes, the way that she was so beaten down over the years, is disturbing and distressing, to the point that I think, and I'll let you guys, when you listen to it on Wednesday, make your own conclusions. But I think that when you psychologically are so beat down and you're controlled, that you lose yourself, and it's just kind of like there's no choice. And then you have a judge saying this is the right thing, and you're locked in there. And the things that they did, Lynn Spears, are fucking horrible. I mean, just fucking horrible. So let's decode a couple things that happened on Britney's Instagram the last couple days. Like, let's just talk about it for people that maybe don't follow her Instagram and they don't understand. So we have a video that was posted of Britney. I'm going to describe it as I'm watching it. She is on a yacht, and there's some mountains in the background. She's in a pink bikini. She's wearing her Tolkien hat from Della Rosa. She has on the white sunglasses that have become, there's always the choker on, okay? And she literally looks like a dog in heat that is humping the air, dry humping the air and rubbing their titties. Now, there's no fucking way this is Britney Spears. Britney Spears would not do this. It looks disgusting.
But you know who would? Amberlynn Conklin.
So Amberlynn is Britney's brother's, Brian Spears' ex-girlfriend. They were together many years.
Jessica's bestie, by the way.
Oh, she loves me. She just she adores me.
Oh my God, I was dead watching your back and forth with her. I was laughing my ass off.
She hasn't blocked me. She said that she's not going to block me because she wants to. She
loves the attention.
She finds it entertaining. Yeah. So Amberlynn has a little bit, I don't want to say temper, but when Brian and her get in fights, she tends to forget she has a non-disclosure, and she will go on a spewing tangent. And then she's like, oh, fuck, why did I do that? And then she deletes all the things. So there's many similarities between Amberlynn Conklin and the fake Britney on IG. So a lot of people in the Britney community have a theory that for a long time she was utilized as a double, obviously with AI or whatnot, to change the appearance of the face. But she owns those glasses, coincidentally, that are fucking expensive as shit. Fucking I think they're Versace sunglasses. And she has posted multiple times on her story.
Oh, Amberlynn owns them.
Yes. Yes, she does.
Oh, just coincidentally, huh?
Yeah. So either she wants to say that this is the case, or she's just fucking stupid and accidentally posted pictures of herself with the same glasses on. I'm not sure which one it is. Yeah, it probably is stupid. I don't know. There's been a lot of other similarities, like the time that Britney posted on Instagram that she dyed her hair purple and hated it was the same week that Amber dyed her hair purple, which I don't know, call me crazy. And then Amberlynn tried to tell me that Britney likes to copy her, that Britney just sees the things that I do and she likes to copy me. I don't think so, honey. I don't fucking think so, Amber. I just don't see it happening. And in fact, okay, the night that you got in a big fight with Brian on Instagram and you were posting all that shit, remember? And then Brian flew to Mexico with the supposed Britney. Remember Britney came on and said, you were never one of my favorite girlfriends. And she named a different girlfriend of Brian's as her favorite. That leads me to believe that she doesn't like you very much, Amber. But that's just my personal opinion.
And then all of a sudden, Britney's going nude on Instagram, and people are saying she's crazy and on drugs when Britney never went nude on social media before. And I proved that on a post recently because it showed her documentary. Remember the one she did on E? And she was in her dressing room and she told all the camera crew to get out. If Britney wasn't shy about being naked in front of people, she wouldn't have told the camera crew to get out. She would have got naked in front of everybody. But she has class and decorum. She's a lady.
She is. She's beautiful.
You know?
She would not
She
do
really
that.
is. There's a certain envelope that you push, but you don't cross. You don't cross.
I mean, this one video right here, I just don't know.
Some of them are just so vile. They are just so nasty, man. Like they're really, really trying to tarnish Britney's reputation, and it's really upsetting. I mean, I went to a gay pride party last summer, and people were having drinks, and I was like, I'm just concerned about Britney's situation, and they're like, yeah, I know, she's really lost, and I'm like, no, the real situation, her being trapped in a care plan. They're like,
I would say 90% of people, that's the assumption that they have. They briefly scroll their Instagram, and if it pops up, they're like, God, she's fucking fucked. She's going to wind up dead any day. And they scroll on. But the people that have really analyzed it and been fans, there are so many things, you guys. And like I was saying, I will be talking about these. Yeah, I'm going to be decoding them because there's so many times that there's just too much. The gaps in her teeth, the man knee. Let's talk about man knee. Where she'll spin and the AI filter AI thing comes off the face, and you can see a man knee or cade knee.
Male facial structure, receding
all of a sudden,
hairline.
Her tits fall off. They're gone. I mean, she doesn't have huge
tits are on her back.
Yeah, and she has a lump coming out of her ass. Lump knee? Yeah. I mean, come on, you guys. You think Britney Spears would approve a post like that? Do you think Britney Spears would approve a post where a huge lump just shoots out of her left ass cheek?
Or her eyeballs just disappear, or her bottom gums disappear like AI.
Yep.
The thing about that is it's just really frustrating because it's hard to, and people want to argue left and right about it. And it's like, my thing is this: we talk about the higher power and the universe and having spirituality in life. You have a gut instinct. And I keep saying this with Britney Spears' situation. Something feels off. And if something feels off, it is. Something is off about this situation. It feels like I feel horror. I feel anger. I feel like I want to protect her. I just want them to stop doing this to her.
There's so many people, though, sadly, that even though you'll put the evidence right in front of their face, but they want to discredit, and they want to say, oh, that's just a filter she uses. That's just the slimming thing that she uses. Or, oh, you paused the video, so that's why you're seeing that. That's why. And then
they get angry at you for making fun of the body double. So they're like, "Well, what you're making fun of Britney Spears." No, I'm making fun of.
No, I'm not making.
I'm making fun of Cade. I'm making fun of Amber Lynn.
Or Brian Spears. It could be Brian too. I've thought
it
that.
It is Brian. Britney Matrix. The Britney Matrix on Instagram, who I love. She's such a beautiful person, and she made a whole a mini documentary on her Instagram on Brian Spears and how he studied kinesiology in college, which is like body movement and the body, and he knows green screen and AI technology. He's an AI technology wizard, like Sam Asghari was.
Well,
no such thing as
in all honesty, they're really not that good because if they were, we wouldn't be seeing this shit. So I wouldn't say wizard, but they do dabble in the green screen field. So they think that they are master creators. We've got them this time. They're never gonna know.
See, Britney Spears fans aren't stupid. That's what we want you to know, Team Con. We're not stupid. We will find serial numbers. We will find pieces of tooth. We will find it and have it analyzed.
We will find a pubic hair that wasn't plucked. And we will see it and we will call you out on that pube. Okay? And then we will DNA analyze it.
For wig and have it analyzed and sampled.
Yeah, you guys, y'all don't know what we do, the links we go to for our Britney. So y'all can keep trying. But the one thing I want to say is one of the theories that I have, and I'll talk about other theories later, but my main theory currently is she's locked in this care plan that she can't get out of yet. And there's a battle going on. She's sick of these fuckers making money off of her, which is what they're doing, okay? And they want her to continue to just fucking work like a fucking workhorse, okay? So they continue the control. They don't want her to speak her mind. They don't want her to tell her real thoughts. Her fucking book was a joke. It maybe had some, like Matt said, some parts of her diary, but Britney didn't write this. It's not the real version.
The mini commercial exposes that Sam Lansky wrote her book. She did not write her book. Her diary was stolen. And that's why most of it's about her and Justin Timberlake, because the fucking diary was from 20 years ago.
And have y'all ever wondered why Britney never promoted her book? Well, because Britney didn't fucking write her book. So that's the double going, I hope you like my book. That's it. That's all we got. We got one video.
Hope you like that abortion. That abortion was probably something she was never going to talk about. Really?
Maybe. And that's the one thing they fucking dug out of the diary instead of really honing in on the fucking evil people behind the scenes. That's what Britney would have really talked about. So
Britney would have called Lou Taylor. This is why she was put in the care plan, guys. She spoke about 4 times. She did, 2 videos and 2 Instagram posts, audio. And in the audio posts, she called bitches out. She called out TriStar, Lou Taylor, Robin Greenhill, called them suited up bitches, said they were trying to kill her.
Yeah, she did. And, partly back to the theory, what I think is that this care plan, and sometimes I go back and forth on it, but do I necessarily... Sometimes I think she's locked up and they won't even let her do anything. But sometimes I think that contractually, the care plan is they manage her finances, they manage social media decisions, and this is all legally pretty much written out. So Britney has said, until I can regain control, you're not going to use my fucking face. I won't give you my face. I'm not going to give you my voice. I'm not going to sing for you. I'm not going to dance for you. So I think that Britney, to a certain extent, puts shit out on her own Instagram or approves some of it. I think that then they will retaliate maybe when she posts something, and then they'll post something nasty because they're pissed at her. They want her to fucking get back to work, bitch. You better work, bitch.
That's what they do.
It's a battle. It's a battle. Yes.
But they've got nothing to blackmail Britney on. So instead of blackmailing her, they're fucking with her public image. Because there's nothing to blackmail her on. No,
they can't blackmail her, but you know what they can do is fucking have her, and I'm going to say it, have her off like Michael Jackson.
Well, and that's what I'm terrified of, and I'm not going to speak that into the universe. We are going to, I just want to sing, I want to say this now so this is recorded for the future, for posterity.
Yeah.
I want to say, for Justice for Britney, I want to say that Justice for Britney, we're all going to save Britney. Mm-hmm. All of us are going to save Britney.
Which is why you need to sign the petition.
Jessica and I will be at the front of the line, though, leading this parade or this protest. And
yes,
we want this so bad. It's not a hope so. It's going to happen. We're going to make this happen. I really feel strongly about it. You mentioned just now, the care plan. You said that you think that she sometimes has control. I hope so. Because
I mean, I think that maybe she's able to log into her own Instagram. I'm not sure. Do I think that maybe there are people that will put a video out there for her, or a message out there for her? Yes. So I'm not sure which way it is, but I do think that they have main control, because if you see that one video that they just posted, that nasty skank video of her on the yacht was deleted within 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
what's with that? The deleting
I think that there are probably people on the team behind the scenes that know how fucked up this is. And maybe Britney's like, please fucking take that down. Please take that down. Or I'm trying to envision what's going on.
Okay, what Crystal Clear channeled was that Britney would do a post, and then they mirror the account and they would change it. So she would.
Oh yeah, that could be it too. I mean, but what I am telling you is if you ever do see Britney on her IG, maybe, I don't think you're ever seeing her face. She always says, you can talk to my ass. Here's my booty. Talk to my ass. You're
She
never
always
seeing her.
does this and does the
Yes.
kiss my ass.
Yeah, she might insert herself there, but she is not going to let you see herself because she hasn't won and she's not completely free yet. So I don't blame her. I wouldn't let them make one more fucking dollar off of me, you know?
Also, I'm the only thing I'm nervous about is we know they abused her, and that when she said no to a dance move, they put her into a facility, and they
4 months.
They took
4
so
months.
much blood from her that she was so weak she couldn't escape. That's what she said.
And Scam Ascari fucking hired help.
Gay.
Convinced her it was a great idea. Yeah. You're just going to have
Do you like how he posted the fucking horses after I did a whole unicorn series on him and his boyfriend?
Oh my God, you guys, Matt, I can say you're a gay man, right? Did we say that already? I mean, obviously. I think we did, right? I don't know. Anyways, but Matt has a theory. Yeah, Matt has a theory that Sam is gay. Okay.
A theory? It's not a theory. It's a fact.
Oh my God.
He married Britney Spears. She has to check all the men that are interested in her.
This is one of the fucking funniest things I've ever seen is that he posted all these videos of Sam riding horses with unicorns.
No, he was with his boyfriend on the boardwalk by the beach, and there were unicorns running in the background, and it was to Celine Dion's.
Oh my God, it's fucking
It was
great.
to Celine Dion's "I Love You." I love you. Please say you love me too.
To the point that I felt the need to repost it and tag Sam Ascari on my stories.
That's how he saw it.
Yes, and then he came back and retaliated with him with a cowboy hat on, shirtless, on a horse. I don't fucking know. It could be a coincidence. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling it's not. If y'all would like Matt to come back and do another series of Sam with the unicorns.
He saw it because of you, honey, because I'm blocked. He blocked me during that fake marriage. That Paris Hilton arranged, you fucking bitch. Parasite, we call her.
I will say, I think that maybe her green screen media team is a little bit better, but Brian Spears and Sam Ascari's needs some fucking
Step it
work,
up,
man.
fellas. Step it up.
I mean, you guys, come on. It's bad, bro. Like, it's fucking bad. Can y'all... Actually, I'm not going to tell y'all how to check it for fucking... Never mind. I'm not even going to give y'all that ammunition. But y'all might want to just analyze the videos a little bit more before you put them out there. That's all I'm going to say.
I think, Jessica, you have a really realistic approach to Britney's situation, which is the first fucking time I've heard anyone say something logical. Not that she died in 2001 in a car accident with Justin
She's not
Timberlake.
dead. I don't think she's
phone number
dead.
7,
No.
or she's Hitler's granddaughter.
And I don't think she's out drugged out on Mexican math. Okay.
Bobo.
And I think that Britney is smart enough that she doesn't want people to know where she's at, because if they do, then you know what? They're going to find a way to either fucking threaten her, or you better work, bitch. You want to not be killed? You better work, bitch.
Well, didn't someone send you an aerial shot? I'm getting my coffee, but didn't someone send you an aerial shot of her house?
Her house recently, yeah, and there's
a whole fucking security detail. There's
8 cars.
Alive. Hopefully she's at home.
I don't know. I don't think she's at home. I really don't.
ChatGPT says she's in a cloning facility under the ocean outside of.
Oh, for fuck's sake! That's because ChatGPT has analyzed everybody's comments all over the fucking internet, and that's what the majority of fucking morons are saying. She's not in a cloning facility. What good is that going to do, you guys? If they cloned Britney Spears right now, she would be born
cloning facility.
Whatever. She would be born as a fucking fetus, a baby, an embryo. Okay? Here's the other stupid theory. Well, she died back in the car crash, so they cloned her then. And this is the 25-year-old Britney that is now appearing on Instagram. No, it's fucking not.
We did talk about this because you're a nurse. And the first time you and I had the clone conversation,
you can't clone somebody into an adult.
We both said you can't age a fucking baby from 1 to 43 years old. You can't.
As a nurse, I'm a very scientific based.
No,
I need
I agree
evidence.
with you.
I need scientific evidence before you're going to fucking change my mind on everything. And I've never fucking seen this aging fast-word pill. I haven't seen. I mean, she's not the real Benjamin Button. Okay,
Wait,
she's not.
You haven't taken the substance? Because I started taking the substance, and I'm noticing.
Well, can you mail it to me? Because I'd like some. No, I don't have no substance. The only substance I have is Botox in my refrigerator.
I'm acting like it's live. I feel like it's live.
It's not.
I know. I love.
And I'm going to have a lot of editing to do to make this make sense.
I'm sorry.
Because Matthew and I have ADHD, so I'm going to have to piece it together. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Our ADHD always we do a good job of.
But we understand each other, though. We understand.
We bring it back full circle. We do.
Yeah. And
Pepsi's Pepsi.
Hang on. Wait, you have to say, do you like? First, you have to say, do you like Pepsi? Go.
So, hi. I was wondering, do you like Pepsi? Like cherry Pepsi, Diet Pepsi.
Pepsi's Pepsi. I like Pepsi.
Yeah, but you know, Diet Pepsi. Diet. Fuck myself. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she would have said. She just couldn't say that. She was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I like Pepsi. I fucking did a commercial for them, you fucking idiot.
She rolled
of course
her eyes.
I like fucking Pepsi. And even if I don't, I'm going to say I like Pepsi, God damn it. Here's my ADHD. I wasn't listening to anything you just said because I was thinking of an idea that came into my head, so I don't even know what you just said. But what I do want to say is that the little intro song at the beginning, that was created by Matt. Can we have a little dee 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 dee? Can we hear it after you chew?
I'm a little bit of a show that, you know, I grew up in show business, so.
Dee 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 dee.
Yeah. What is it? How does it go?
Decoding Celebrities.
Oh, I got it right here.
Wow.
I lip sync to it.
Something like that. It's really good.
Ah, here it is. Decoding Celebrities.
Wow. Okay, do a soundbite for me real quick and say, on the next Decoding Celebrities.
On the next Decoding Celebrities.
This is live TV on Showtime. So we were all there, and then we went out that night, and they kept us like in separate VIPs. So like Britney was by herself at a table with two bodyguards, and then all of us and the dancers were by ourselves at another table. Like, Lynn didn't want her to hang out with us, but still wanted her to go to the club.
That makes me sad.
She was sad.